What's going on, folks? Thank you guys for stopping through. Got a little information I want to share with you guys today, okay? So let's get it. Well, if it's going to be, it's up to me to fulfill my dreams and possibilities with dedication and motivation to inspire thousands from all nations. When times are tough and breaks you down, just smile with toughness and rebuild from the ground. During tough times, adversity is a lot. Just remember, time flies, but you are the pilot. Good afternoon, folks. It is also almost evening, so I can still say good afternoon to you guys. Thank you guys for stopping through. This is our Monday Motivational Power Talk. So glad I was able to get to you guys today. Busy schedule, and you guys know I got class. Those of you who know, I am back in school, and I got class tonight at 7 o'clock. So that's why we're not doing these at 9 o'clock anymore, because my class is from 7 to 11, Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. So we bring it on. We bring our Monday Motivational Power Talk to you guys some hours earlier, 5 o'clock or maybe 6. But I'm trying to shoot for 5:30. I'm sorry, 5:30 or 6, but mostly trying to shoot to 5:30 to do these on Mondays. If we do miss a Monday, we'll make it up the next day on a Tuesday. So I'm glad you guys came through. I want to talk to you guys something about the word failure. And I want to talk about how a lot of people uses this as a bad term, and it's really not. So we're going to talk about today how successful people see failure. First of all, folks, this is what you got to understand about failure. Failure is feedback. Failure is feedback. We're going to go into brief, and I'm not going to keep you guys long today. We're going to go into some failure examples. Some people that you know who are famous, including Michael Jordan, who have failed in basketball, cut twice, from what I understand, from his high school basketball team. Now he's known as the greatest, the GOAT, the greatest of all time in basketball. You guys see a lot of athletes have some failures. Forgive me for mispronouncing this young lady's name wrong. She just lost the 100-meter race. And people say she should be humble, or she shouldn't say these things, and hey, this is her personality. That's her personality. I don't care what your profession is, your sport or whatever. Nothing blocks out anybody because of their personality. If this person, Muhammad Ali, had the same personality, he went around and said he was the greatest. He lost a few fights, but he is known as the GOAT, the greatest of all time in heavyweight boxing. So this young lady, she might say a few things that rub people the wrong way. Folks, we live in a climate today where everybody's just so goddamn soft. Come on, man. Let these people be who they are. Let her train. Let her get what she was out for about a month, right? She came back. She didn't win her race. Okay, guess what? That's failure. But she's not a failure until she quit. So she typically just let you guys know that she's not a failure. Sha'Carri Richardson, I think that's her name. I know her last name is Richardson. But listen, hats off to this young lady. She got back out there to do something that she loved. She got into a little bit of trouble with the marijuana. She went through something with her mom, and I'm not making no excuses for her. But what I am proud of is that she got her ass back out there and she finished her race. That's the most important thing about failure, folks. Make sure you finish what you started. I'm going back to school. I would have been a failure at getting my education in cybersecurity if I would have never took the time at any point in the rest of my life to finish what I started in cybersecurity. I'm gonna tell you guys something. When I was in school way back in like 2016. 2016, here it is, 2021, and I'm just getting back into school to finish cybersecurity. I'll be finished in January. I'll be able to get multi-million-dollar contracts, hundreds of thousands of dollars of contracts. But listen, people, if I wouldn't finish what I started, folks, this wouldn't be possible for me. Let me also share something else with you guys. And by the way, while you guys are here, I want to give a shout out to those watching on Twitch and YouTube, and those who's watching on Facebook as well. But let's get these likes up, folks. I work hard at thinking of something I want to come and share with you guys. I work hard at you doing some research to make sure I bring you some of the best content I can get you guys. Let's get these likes up. You want to put the hearts up there? Let's do the hearts. Let's do the thumbs up. Come on, folks. I'm up here. I'm working hard, folks. Y'all doing is sitting there listening. Y'all chilling. I'm doing all the work. So at least get me, some love. Give me my flowers while I'm still alive. Damn it. You see what I'm saying? Let's get these likes up, folks. Come on, let's get these likes up. I'm going to give a shout out to Quintina Lee. Thank you for coming through, Quintina. I really appreciate it. She always shares my videos as well. So a big shout out to Quintina Lee, who always shares. And there are a few other people who always share. Those of you who are on YouTube and Twitch, please like and share this video as well. And also, let me just put something else on here on the boards for you guys. I want you guys to look at something on the bottom too, because I forgot to put that up there. Share your love. I got a Cash App. You want to support the podcast? $ J Hunter Lee. Show some love. Send some donations to the podcast. This is not for me. I'm not hurting for money. I don't need your money. The podcast needs your money so that we can upgrade equipment. Listen, I'm not asking for $40, $50, $60 and any of that. I will decline it and send it back. I'm not looking for that much money. $20 or less. It could be $5, $10, $15. It could be $12. It could be $8. I don't care what it was. Just make it under $20, if you will, if you want to support the podcast. I'm not asking for y'all money like that. Why? Eventually, I'm going to have to upgrade this equipment. Technology changes. Am I right or am I right? So do that favor. Let's get these likes up. Click like, click the up arrow, the thumbs up, click the heart, do whatever you got to do. Let's get these likes up, folks, because I'm bringing the content to you, okay? Now let me drink my lemonade right quick. Now, as I was saying, it wouldn't be possible for me to be in a position to be able to get ready to get these mega contracts that I'm going to be getting soon in cybersecurity. That's my new stream of income. Okay, because I went back and start something. What I finished. I mean, I'm finishing something that I started. Going back to school. I'll be finishing January. Cybersecurity. I'll be able to do what is called ethical hacking. Blue team, red team. One team is the defense. The other team is the attack. I'll have all that skill set. When I go get my contract and I get to talking to people, one thing I'll be able to do is be able to speak the language that they're speaking in coding and cybersecurity. I'm talking Splunk, the program called Python, Linux operating system. I already know Linux now. This is my second week doing Linux already. I already know Linux. Now, I don't know it to where I can just think of all the commands on the top of my head, but I know how to research what I want to get out of Linux, and I can operate Linux. Just same as Python, where I can do programming in it. So, folks, probably I'm saying by January, I'll be finished. I'll be looking to get contracts. I might even start being able to start to test the waters in these contracts in October. That's how fast I'm picking this up. Shit, I'm 49 years old, folks. I'm picking it up and I'm running this shit like I'm in my teens or my 20s. Why is that? It's because one, I'm focused. Two, I take care of myself. I'm taking in my vitamins, so I got the energy. You see the energy I'm giving you now? I got the energy. I feed my brain the proper brain food. You saw what I just ate today after the gym. I went to a restaurant down the street every day after the gym, and I eat a salad. I don't eat anything else until I'm hungry again. That's in a lot of times. That's like the next day. I can eat a salad. I'm in shape, folks. I'm fit. I take in my vitamin A. Why am I vitamin A so much? Is because they help my vision. I'm looking at the computer screen for 4 straight hours in class. So I'm prepared for failure. See, you got to understand something. It's not success that I'm prepared for. It's failure that I'm prepared for. Why? Let me tell you why I'm prepared for failure, folks. And this is what you got to understand. Just like Sha'Carri Richardson, she failed. She lost. But that's not failure. She had a failure experience, but she's not a failure. She got an opportunity to do it again and get it right. You guys got to understand this, folks. Most people lose because they let failure stop them. But here's the truth, folks. Here's something you got to understand, and this is a fact. Everyone would have a 100% success rate if they would not allow failure to stop them. Let me repeat this. Everyone would have a 100% success rate if they would not allow failure to stop them. There's some sort of Indian tribe that was discovered who was known for rain dancing. They knew how to dance and make it rain. You know why they discovered that their rain dance tradition made it rain 100% of the time? You know why this, folks? Because they danced until it rained. Let me repeat that. This Indian tribe they've discovered had rain dance skills. They knew how to dance to make it rain. Why was it 100% success rate? Is because they danced until it rained. It's not that they danced to make it rain. They just kept dancing. If it didn't rain, they kept dancing. They kept dancing until it rained. That was their success rate. That was their imagination. People might say, people take imagination as a sign of weakness. I'm going to tell you something, folks. The things that most people take as weakness are the ones that really help you in life. Albert Einstein said, your imagination would take you further than knowledge. Your knowledge would take you from A to B, but your imagination would take you everywhere. So that was their imagination. They danced until it rained. That's why they had 100% success rate in rain dancing. So, folks, most people would have 100% success rate in whatever it is that they do if they do not allow failure to stop them. What is the acronym for the word fail? FAIL. It is first attempt in learning. First attempt in learning. All the mega millionaires, billionaires, all the successful people around the world, they know this. A gentleman by the name of John C. Maxwell wrote a book called Failing Forward. Failing Forward. Failing forward. You fail and you learn. Some people say experience is the best teacher. No, that's not actually true. Evaluation is. So when you fail, you evaluate your failure. Thomas Edison, arguably, people argue about it, who have failed 1,800 times in inventing the light bulb. They asked him about it. He said, he didn't fail 1,800 times. He just found 1,800 times that it did not work before he was able to discover the light bulb. I want you guys to take a look at a gentleman by the name of Walt Disney. Anybody know Walt Disney? Huh? Did y'all know that Walt Disney was fired from I think it was called don't quote this part, but I think it was the Kansas City Star, the Kentucky Star. It began with a K, I believe. A Star newspaper. May have been in Kansas City. Walt Disney was fired from that. You know why? Because the editors believed that Walt Disney did not have the ability to have a good imagination. He didn't have the ability to imagine things. He was fired from the Star newspaper. But guess what? Walt Disney did with his imagination. He created Disneyland. Then he created Disney World. See, when he created Disneyland, he had so much success with that. He said, I'm going to go to Florida and create Disney World. 8 months into development of the Disney World, Walt Disney got sick and passed away. But the construction continued. When it was finished, they had the grand opening of Disney World. A woman walks up to Walt Disney's brother, Roy Disney. And she said to Roy, it's too bad that Walt is not here to see this. Roy said, no. Walt already saw it. That's why it exists today. So think about the things that people say that actually promotes a failure attitude. I believe it when I see it. Really? Walt Disney already saw it before he believed it. When he saw it, he brought it into existence. Where did he see it from? He saw it in the spiritual realm. We all have that ability. Listen, everything that is physical comes from a non-physical place. He went into, that's the frontal lobe of the brain, thinking and planning. That's dealing with the intangibles. He brought it from the spiritual realm into the physical realm with action. What comes after the frontal lobe of the brain is a brain called the motor cortex. That's dealing with movement and action. Law of attraction. What's the last three letters in the words law of attraction? It is action. That's why Walt Disney was successful. From being fired from the Star newspaper because they didn't believe he had an imagination, and took his imagination and created Disneyland, and then eventually created Disney World before he passed. Well, yeah, before he passed. This construction before he passed. So the lady Shakara Richardson, so what, she lost the race. She got the opportunity to evaluate what went wrong, why she lose that race so badly. See, we're also caught up with what goes on with people under the spotlight, but we don't give credit for what they do behind the scenes in preparation, the failures, and everything that they have to endure in order for them to get to where they want to go. Nobody wins selfishly, folks. You have to put in heavy work. You're going to fail. You are going to fail. Anything that could possibly go wrong with your business probably will. So you're going to fail. How many of you know a writer, an author by the name Dr. Seuss? One of the books he wrote that I grew up with, that I always loved, was Cat in the Hat. You guys remember Cat in the Hat? You remember Dr. Seuss? Well, guess what? Dr. Seuss was turned down by 26 publishers. The 27th one took a chance with him. Massive success. Why did that happen? It didn't happen because the 27th publisher took a chance with him. It happened because Dr. Seuss did not allow failure to stop him. So 26 publishers, the first publisher turned him down. He said, let me evaluate what I did wrong to make them say no. You got to understand something, folks. If everyone told you yes, you wouldn't be needed. You got to get a lot of no's in business. You got to get a lot of no's. See, yes will build your business, yes, but no's will build your character. No's build you. No's put you in a position so that you can be built tough, have mental toughness. You got to experience the failures. Failures is what shape you, folks, into what you need to be in order for you to reach that goal. If the first person would have told Dr. Seuss yes, he probably would have had a more massive failure than he would have 26 other times. Why? Because that might not have been his time. See, he received the feedback. And when he was ready, when he had grew into becoming an author, the 27th publisher picked him up. One of the successful authors known to man today in yesterday and today's times. How many of you have heard of this book called Chicken Soup for the Soul, written by Mark Victor Hansen and Jack Canfield? Jack Canfield is one of the people I listen to the most. Did you know that they went to like between 80 to 90 publishers? Because no one thought that Chicken Soup for the Soul would be something that would sell. Oh, it's not going to sell. No, people ain't interested in self-help. They're not interested in trying to make themselves better. You talk about 80 or maybe 90 publishers that turned them down. When the last publisher picked them up, They sold 500 million copies of Chicken Soup for the Soul in so many different languages around the world. So, folks, failure is feedback. I want you to take a look at kids, babies. Take a look at babies. If you see a baby trying to crawl up over a coffee table and can't get it because there is no way of getting around the coffee table to get to that sofa, because you got some things that's blocking the kid from coming over. So they try to crawl over the coffee table. This is just a hypothetical. That baby will not give up. They might stop, but they might come back later and still try to crawl over that coffee table. And if they want it real bad, guess what they would do? They'll start crying. And when they start crying, most likely the woman of the house will pick that baby up and carry that baby over to over to that sofa where she is. And guess what that baby is saying now? I knew I would get over there. So the baby cried. Why did the baby cry, asking for help to get over that coffee table? And as long as you were there, you say, okay, I'll let him over here. I'll come pick the baby up and bring the baby over. So that baby never gave up. All the way to the point where that baby was able to get assistance. That's another thing you have to understand. You don't have to do this all by yourself. No one wins selfishly. There always some help to help you out here. That's what delegation is all about. You're going to fail and fail and fail until you figure out that maybe you need to have somebody to help you. That's what it's all about, folks. Failure. Evaluate your failure. Evaluate what went wrong. Because you have a 100% success rate if you don't allow failure to stop you. You will success 100% of the time. But the problem is most people quit. A gentleman by the name of Dr. Miles Monroe said the wealthiest place in the world is not overseas in the Arabian deserts where all the oil is, or it's not over in Africa in the mine and gold mine caves. He said the wealthiest place in the world is at the graveyard. Why the graveyard? Because there are so many people who have took their goals, dreams, and their aspirations to the grave with them. Books never been written. Stories never told. Poems never cited. Technology never invented. Vehicles never created. They took them to the grave with them because many of them have experienced failures and the others just procrastinated. That is your failure. Procrastination is the ultimate failure. Does this make sense, folks? Did you guys understand? Do you guys see the importance of failure? And failure is important. You should embrace it. You have to embrace failure because it's going to be there regardless. Just like negativity is going to be there regardless. You're not going to go anywhere without negativity. Why? Because this light that you see me under does not work without negativity. See, negative and positive have to work congruently. Why? Because balance. You can't start your car without your post being on your battery, negative and positive post both plugged up. If you go to your car and just plug up because you don't like negativity, you go to your car and take the negative post off your battery, see if your car will start, Jack. It's not starting. Same way with the light. Same way with your TV. There's the positive and there's a negative. The negative is grounded. So you got experience with negativity. The negativity is to ground you. You guys ain't getting it. The negativity is to ground you. If you look at any negative connection on any electronic, the negativity is the ground. The positivity is the power. But they don't work one at a time. They have to be working together. So you're going to have negativity. You're going to have failure. You're going to have adversity. But as long as you don't allow those things to stop you, you will have a 100% success rate in anything you do. Am I making sense? Am I lying? You see the man on the first Coming to America movie in the barbershop? He ain't lying. I hope this makes sense, folks. I hope you're getting it. Listen, put those likes up. Let's get those likes. Let's get those likes, folks. Get them thumbs up. Come on, get them thumbs up. Those of you on YouTube, share this video. Get those thumbs up, folks. Come on. Look out for a brother. Look out for a brother. He ain't lying. He ain't lying. Hey, folks, y'all remember Coming to America in the barbershop? The man said, you want to get it good with a girl's father? I mean, with a girl, you got to get it good with her father. And he said, ain't that right? And the other man in the barbershop co-signed and come on, he ain't lying. Boy, they got a meme for that. If you guys do me a favor, folks, if you in the comments, take the comments and click on the meme, the GIF, in the comments. There's a little button that says GIF. Click on that and then type in, he ain't lying. And I want y'all to post that GIF in the comments right here. I want y'all to do that for me, okay? Because he ain't lying. Oh, my goodness. Quintina already posted he ain't lying. Look, he ain't lying. But, folks, it was fun. I want to thank you guys for stopping through. I hope this makes sense. Everything I share with you, I really hope it makes sense. Just remember, folks, failure is feedback. You're going to fail. Listen, you are going to fail. And I'm not saying that in a bad sense or a negative way, because it's true. You need to embrace failure. When you fail, you sit back and say, okay, what do I need to do differently so this won't happen? And you do it differently. If it takes you 20 times, if it takes you 100 times, you keep doing it different each and every time, folks. Each and every time. Michelle wins. That's right. He ain't lying. Woo, boy, I tell you. So I hope this makes sense, folks. I really do. I love you guys. I want to see you guys make it. I want to see you guys with your 100% success rate, because whatever it is you do, you have 100% success rate as long as you don't allow failure to stop you, because it's nothing but feedback. Some people say, well, I guess it ain't meant to be. That's bullshit. That's loser talk. Loser talk. Loser talk. That's why in the beginning, I always start with, if it's going to be, it's up to me to fulfill my dreams and possibilities, because it is up to me. It's not up to fate. It ain't up to the pastor. It ain't up to the politicians. It ain't up to parents, cousins, aunts, nieces, nephews. It ain't up to none of them. It's up to you. You make that determination, folks. You have to decide to win. What is the word decide? D-E-C-I-D-E. If you hyphenate it and you take the second syllable of decide, you have the word side, C-I-D-E. What does side means? Side means you have to kill something. You have to get rid of something. Something needs to be terminated. That's why you have homicide, pesticide, suicide, genocide. Decide. So make a decision. Decide to be successful. Decide to win. And when you make a decision, typically and mostly you have to get rid of the people or the things that is in your life that's keeping you from success. Especially when you got negative and cynical people in your corner. Get them out of there. They got to go. Even if it's your own relatives. Shared a business opportunity with somebody. Say, hey, man, we can go into something to make some money. Just something small. Just some time ago. They were negative. Well, how are you going to do that? Bye. Bye. They don't have time for the negativity. If you don't see it, you don't see it. I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth and I can't do this to you to open your damn eyes to see something. I'm not going to do that. I'm not in the convincing business. But you're going to fail. People are going to turn you down. How do you think those people feel today that told Bill Gates no? I want y'all to answer that one. How do you guys feel? How do you think those guys feel today who told Bill Gates no when he started Microsoft? Another question. How do you think those people feel today who told Jeff Bezos no when he started Amazon? I personally know a guy who turned down the opportunity to invest in Uber when they got started. I won't share his name. He'll tell you that. But I personally know the guy. He's multi-million. He's worth $200 million now. Good guy, good buddy. And went to his book signing when he first came out with a book called Crush It. He had the opportunity to invest in Uber. Missed that opportunity. Look at Uber today. And you know what he said? He will never miss that opportunity again. Mr. Barnes. Not Mr. Barnes, but another gentleman. If you read this book called Think and Grow Rich, written by Napoleon Hill, there's a story about a gentleman in there who owned a mine. And that mine produced gold. All of a sudden, he wasn't getting any gold anymore in his mine. He was frustrated. He was starting to lose ends and everything. So what did he do? He got frustrated and sold his mine to somebody for $100. For $100, folks. After he sold that mine to this other gentleman for $100, he read in the paper where that gentleman took that, who bought that mine for $100, turned it into millions, and he got millions and millions of dollars worth of gold out of that mine. He didn't understand how that happened because he had the same mine and he couldn't do it. But what happened was the gentleman who bought the mine said he was going to get an expert to come in and evaluate his mine after he bought it. And come to find out, the reason why they wasn't able to get gold out of this mine anymore, because the earth had taken a shift. It happens. That's not nature. Earth takes a shift every so often or so many years. And as the earth took a shift, he had to continue to dig for the mines 3 inches over, just 3 inches. As he took this tunnel and expanded it another 3 inches, it was loaded with the same gold that it was on the path of the gentleman who had it before. This dude struck big with just $100 to buy his dude's mine with. And the expert said, no, you just need to dig 3 inches to the left. That was it. So when this gentleman read the paper, he found that out. He said, oh, he figured out his failure. So what did he do? He evaluated his failure. And then he still became a multimillionaire in another venue, another business. He still became rich after selling it. He still became rich by something else, but he had to learn from the failures of selling his mine prematurely to someone else for just $100. But he learned though. So failure is feedback, folks. You're going to fail. Again, fail, F-A-I-L, the acronym, first attempt in learning. You got to learn. In order for you to earn more, you have to first learn more. Doesn't this make sense, folks? I hope this has been helpful to you guys. I got to get ready to get up out of here. I got class at 7 o'clock, finishing up my education as I said I would. But I want you guys to get those likes up. Come on, folks. We only got 3 likes. Let's get those likes up. I'm working hard. I'm bringing you the content. I'm bringing you the inspiration. Let's get those likes up, folks. Come on, share the video as well. Get those likes up. YouTube, folks. Thank you, YouTube. Get those likes up. Those of you watching on Twitch, twitch.com, follow Jay Hunter Lee on Twitch, who are watching it right now. Get those likes up, folks. Come on, where you at? Let's get those likes up. Come on, folks. Come on, folks. I'm doing the work here. Come on, let's get these likes up. And I want you to do me another favor. I want you to do me another favor. Thank you very much, Michelle Williams. I appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. Very, very much. I really, really appreciate it. Let's get these likes up, people. So listen, I want you guys to don't make a donation. $20 or less. I'm not asking for a lot of money towards the podcast. That's to help with the equipment, the laptop here, the camera up here, my light here, just to keep this stuff updated. Pretty soon, you're going to see a beautiful background behind me pretty soon. So that's coming. Okay. But just get these newer donations, $20 or less. I don't need your money. This is strictly for the podcast. It's not for me. I'm doing okay. I don't need your money. If you send me over $20, just want 40, 50 and all that kind of stuff, I'm going to decline it and I'm going to send it back and say I'm only asking $20 or less. That's how much I'm telling you I mean when I say I don't need your money. Okay, $20 or less. If you want to donate $5, you can do that. My Cash App is right there. $ Jay Hunter Lee is right there on the bottom of the screen. So with that being said, I want you guys to do me one bigger favor. And guess what that is? That is to sing like no one can hear you. Dance like no one can see you. Love like you've never been hurt. And live like it's heaven on earth. I'm Jay Hunter Lee. I love you and the world needs you. And it ain't nothing you can do about it. So stop that damn texting and driving. Peace and blessings, folks. Have a great day.